Hey everybody, this is Teslon for Drop Top Tees, and we just went past fall, so it's time to winterize our vehicles. I thought I'd make a really quick video on how to winterize your 124 Spider. Remember, we live here in Texas, so here we go. What you need to do basically in Texas is make sure your drop top still goes up. Looks like we're all good. So now, on those days that it rains, we're ready. Seriously, there are some things you should do, whether you live far up north or down in Texas, to winterize your car. One of the most important things is to check your tire pressure. As you cool off from the heat of the summer, for about every 10 degrees Fahrenheit, the temperature goes down, the ambient temperature goes down, you lose 1 psi's worth of pressure in your tires. So if you typically run your tires right at the recommended 29, and it was 80 or 90 out, and now you're dropping down into temperatures that go into the 10s or zeros or maybe below zero, you've lost 8 or 9 or more psi in your tires, and you're going to start getting down to where it's really going to be not an ideal temperature to be pressure to drive around on. So you want to check your tires, and it's not just a one-time thing. You do it now in the fall and then forget about it. When you go through the severe temperature changes, or you know, it's like maybe 50 or 60 now, in a couple months it's 30 or lower, check them again. You should start checking them a lot more frequently, just to make sure that they're aired up to the right amount of pressure. I saw somebody on the forums the other day asking about where to get a tire gauge. Guys, your tire inflator kit has a nice pressure gauge right on it. It's both in psi and in bars, so depending on what format you use, what unit you use, whether you're over here in the States or in Europe, it has the right gauge for you. We were just on Twisted 2020 last weekend, so we were doing some hardcore driving, heating up our tires pretty good, going through turn after turn after turn. So I'm due to check my tire pressure anyway, so I'll just show you how easy this is. And it shows you I'm right at about 31. I usually keep it at 32. While we're doing this, I'll talk about other things you should do. If you've had the car for any amount of time, you definitely want to check the battery. Make sure it's going to provide the cranking power you need for when it gets cold out. They say that when it's 5 degrees Fahrenheit, your battery has approximately 50% the normal cranking power that it has on a normal summer day. So if your battery's starting to get old and weak, the winter cold can really take a lot out of it, and you get up in the morning and bam, your car's not starting. You can go to any All-Pro or O'Reilly's or any auto parts store, and or your own service mechanic, they'll usually check your battery for free and test it, because they're hoping it's weak and they can sell you battery, right? But it's better to find out now that it might not survive the winter than guaranteed it's not going to happen on the day that you have all the time in the world. It's going to happen on the day that maybe you woke late or something happened and you're running out of the house trying to get to work, and bam. Okay, I had to take a short break there because my son called from basic training, so I got to talk to him for a couple minutes. I already checked the back tire on this side, so we'll check the other two. And I think I said check your batteries, check your fluid levels, your radiator, your brake fluid. You want to check and see how good your coolant is in your radiator, especially in areas where you're going to dip below freezing. Once again, you can go to any auto parts store and get a little tester. They either have little bubbles that float, some of them have a little arm that swings up and shows you what temperature you're good for. Under $20 you can get a good one, and test your fluids and adjust as appropriate. The ability to handle colder temperatures does diminish with time. So if you have a car that's like 2017, definitely want to check it. It's probably still good, but why risk it? You want to check your wiper blades, because winter means more weather. Snow, ice, rain, dirt, grime, and you want your you don't want your wiper blades streaking across the glass. So make sure your wiper blades are in good condition. If they're starting to come apart a little bit, the colder weather is going to really tear them up fast. It's no fun driving in winter weather conditions when your windshield wipers leaving big streaks across your window. For a lot of you, maybe time to consider putting an emergency kit in your car in case you get stuck somewhere. Blanket, warm jacket, something to keep both of you warm in case you get stranded somewhere. I know I used to live in areas where that was really important. Down in Texas, don't have to worry about it too much. Okay, these tires are good. And you also want to check the belts on your vehicle, on the engine. Make sure they aren't cracking or showing signs of wear. Again, cold temperatures will cause them to wear out even more quickly, and if you lose a belt, you're not going very far. So not good under cold conditions to get caught out in the highway somewhere, especially if you're far away from home, or even worse, out in the country somewhere where there's no help around. So check your belts. By the way, if you don't know how to use this, it's real simple, but we have a video on it, so just search for the how to use the tire inflator kit and I show you exactly how to use this. It's very simple. Plugs into the cigarette lighter and you just turn the car on accelerate on accessory mode, and you can run the inflator. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think that does it. Tire pressure, batteries, fluids, windshield wipers, belts. If you're in an area where it gets really cold, you consider putting an emergency supply kit like in your trunk, or let me show you something here real quick. If you don't want to take up a lot of space in your trunk, over here on the right hand side, take my glasses off so I can see these. There is a secret cubby hole right here. Look at these tabs. It just slides in, and these snap in, and you can put a blanket back in there, first aid kit or something like that, and save some space in your trunk and still have that in your car, especially for winter. So let me show you my videographer today. Is my daughter Abby, wearing one of our newer designs on a dark desert highway. Cool wind in my hair, a 124 Spider. Go to Drop Top Tees. No, that wouldn't be it. It would be shop.spreadshirt.com/Drop Top Tees, and check out the whole line we have. And out of all the things you do with your car besides oil changes, winterizing your car. Oh, the other thing I forgot to say, this is important if you're up north and you get weather. These are not winter tires that come with our car. So if you're going to be in a lot of snow or ice, consider putting on snow tires, or whatever tires your state lets you put on your cars. I know some states let you put on studs and stuff like that. So whatever you can use, switch over to winter tires. Always good, especially with this light car. When you're on ice and snow, you're going to want something that gives you better grip. These summer tires aren't really that great once you start driving through slush and snow. So that's another big one, especially if you're up north. Me, I don't care about it. If it snows down here enough to where it sits on the road, believe me, I'm not going out. Because I've done it before and the people down here can't drive in snow, I'm not going to risk my car. So I'll just stay home until the snow melts, which will only be like 5 or 6 hours later, so it's not like going to hurt me very much. So there you go. Enjoy your winter, enjoy your car, and hey, this is the way mine stays all winter long unless it's raining. So I know some of you don't have that luxury. Move down to Texas, we'd love to have you here. You can enjoy our bright sunny weather. This is what we get 9 months out of the year. So enjoy your car and be safe in the winter. Thank you.